Great everyone, Les here from BG Trading and I hope you are well. Today is March 21, 2023 and I'm going to be talking about gold and also analyzing a few gold stocks, companies, leading companies listed on the ASX that produce and exploit gold. Also going to be sharing my thoughts on whether each one of those stocks are trading in buying area or are on FOMO area according to our strategy BGS20. So let's have a look. I just want to remind you this isn't a financial advice. It's just from BG Trading, sharing with you how we apply our strategies to know when to buy and when to sell stocks, how we set up targets, stop losses, how we avoid FOMO, which is one of the most common mistakes, and much more. So if you like, please subscribe the channel and share this video with someone that you believe would be interested. I also like to invite you to become a member of our free Facebook community, Buy and Grow Sell Strategy for Share Traders. We share a lot of great quality content in this community, and we have a fantastic discussion with our members about potential buying opportunities on the stock market. So if you want to be part of a high-level community, this is the community for you. I'm going to be putting the details at the description below. Now, let's start with the first stock, NEWCREST Mining Limited. First of all, like any stock analysis, we gotta make sure our indicators are displayed on the screen. So the indicators, if you haven't done our online trading course, which I strongly recommend you to do, so you're gonna learn when to buy, when to sell, how to set up targets, how to avoid buying stock at the FOMO area, and much more. So if you haven't done that, I'll quickly go through some of the indicators that we use. First of all, for this type of chart formation, we normally use Heikenach rather than candle chart. And the Heikenach shows the momentum in which the stocks are trading on. In this case, obviously, we have a bullish momentum for NEWCREST. And mostly important, these KPIs that we use in our strategy also indicate whether the stocks are trading at FOMO area, technically fair price, or technically discounted price. Listen carefully to this one. If you're using our strategy, in order to detect whether a stock is trading at the FOMO area, all you need to do is just set up those trend lines here, SMA 40 and SMA 250, and measure with your ruler here what's the distance between the lines and the candles. If the distance is more than 10%, then the stock is trading at the FOMO area. If the distance is less than 10%, the stock is at technically fair price. In this case, and ideally what I like to do is buying stocks that are trading either at or under the SMA 40 and the 250 together. Okay, and I'm gonna give you an example on one of the stocks of this list is probably the one that I would be buying now. Now, 18% above the SMA 250 puts an NECM at the FOMO area. So I would be avoiding buying the stock right now. Although gold is trading at almost all times high, blah, 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 I would just be careful buying this type of stock. But on the other hand, I would be holding the stock if I have bought this if I have bought this below and I'm in a profitable situation, I would be holding that, but I wouldn't be buying anything right now until the next pullback. Okay, so for me then, NEWCREST Mining is not a buy, it's just a hold for the reason I've just mentioned. Now, let's move to the second stock. Second stock is Northern Star Resources. So Northern Star Resources is in a little bit better situation, but it's not an extremely better situation, but it's a little bit better than that, than the other one that we've just analyzed. So basically, essentially, the chart shows that the stock's trading on the short term. If you are aiming for short term, that's fine. If you are aiming for long term, it is a FOMO area. We can tell now because the distance between the pink line and the candle is great already, greater than 10%. Now, for the short term, it's not too bad because the short term, we're talking about 1 to 3 months trade using BGS 20 strategy or whatever strategy that you want to use. On the short term, the candle is trading at the SMA 40, which means the stock is at the technically fair price. Look, buying something at the fair price is not so bad, but what we don't want to be buying anything at FOMO area. If NST was trading at $13, I would definitely say that was at the FOMO area. But now, at the moment, the stock's trading at technically fair price. So it's obviously, this is one of the stocks that we are holding with our VIP members, and we have bought that a little while ago at the lower prices. For me, in the current macroeconomic situation and all this fear, it's not too bad to buy the stock at the current levels, but I would definitely much prefer buying at the lower levels than at the SMA 40. Okay, so for me, it's just a hold as well. I would just hold the stock. I wouldn't be buying now unless it falls towards $10, or between $10 to $10.50, or under 11 is not too bad. Okay, there was a breakout here, and then probably we will see NST heading towards $13 the next few days. That's my thoughts on Northern Star Resources. Now let's go to Evolution Mine, which is EVN, the ASX code. So Evolution Mine, as you can see here, the candles are trading under the SMA 250 and the SMA 40. Therefore, from the 3 stocks that we have analyzed so far, the only one that is currently trading at technically discounted price. You know what we do at technically discounted price, don't you? If you've been following us long enough, this is where we call buying area. There's a fake breakout, as you can see right here. The stock break out, and then all of a sudden, upon positive announcement, it bounced back right quickly in a reasonably large volume. Not as large as we love to, but reasonably large volume. And therefore, suggesting that this is a reversal indication. Okay, so Evolution Mine is the only one I probably would be buying at the current price at this so far. Okay, now the next one I want to talk about is Resolute Mine, which the ASX code is RSG. This is a much smaller cap company, obviously. And look, this is probably the worst one in terms of technical entry position. As you can see here, Resolute Mine is trading at the FOMO area, about 38% above the SMA 250. And let's measure this. Oh no, actually, yeah, and 34% above, 33% above the SMA 40. Therefore, putting the stock in FOMO area. So what happened with FOMO area? Okay, the stock keeps moving upwards, but that means you're paying too much for something that you can pay a lot less in different opportunities. And that's why this is the type of stock, this is the type of chart formation that we will avoid until the next pullback towards the moving averages. Okay, so I wouldn't be touching on Resolute Mines for the short-term trade or for the long-term trade, say. Okay, so another one that I want to talk about is a Kingston Resources, which the SX code is KSN. It's a smaller player, 10% up, 5% up today. Okay, and look, and this is I'm only putting this on this talk on the screen because some of our members have requested me to look at. So I'm looking at now. Look, the chart formation is interesting. Okay, it's trading at what we call technically discounted price and technically fair price for the short term, technically discounted price for the long term. It is a gold explorer, which obviously with gold between 1,900 and 2,000 US dollars an ounce will most likely boost the share price for the short term. The whole idea when we designed BG Trading BGS 20 strategy was to use only a set number of indicators to make it simple and clear to understand and to be able to apply our KPIs very easily and very effectively. So you don't have to be any Wall Street smart person to be able to apply those strategies. We really hope this course will help you to make better decisions and make successful trades. See you in the course.